Hello, this is the DNA-CHAP channel and this is Dan. Back with a long overdue catch-up video. I made lots of excuses about why I haven't done one. One is the terrible weather at the moment. There's no way I can get out and do a run with this weather. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm stuck in the car at the moment. I've come out to the Brighton Marina car park and I'm going to go for a run once I've worked up the motivation to get out of the car. Thought I'd do a little video before and after. 9 months into the diet, carnivore, not diet, way of life, basically, for me now. Yeah, all happy, no issues with the diet, feel good. What I'm eating, I think I've said it again and again, it's just like it varies depending on what I can afford and what my body wants. I'm listening more and more to what my body wants. I go through cycles. Just recently I've stopped having cream, which was something I probably couldn't have imagined doing at the start. I loved the cream. I was having cream and coffee. Stopped coffee a long time ago. Well, a few months ago now. Then I was having cream with like red bush tea. Just as a way to add it in, because I didn't want to just drink it, I suppose. Then I decided to stop tea. Just been on water and electrolytes, and just had enough of cream. So no more cream at the moment. Still some dairy. Still, I stopped on cheese for a while. Cheddar is basically the cheese I eat. I stopped that for a while, then it's come back in, not really overdoing it. I have it maybe on top of some meat or just a slice as a snack if I'm feeling peckish. And Greek yogurt, I still have that. That's kind of my, I guess, Greek yogurt. If there's any carbs in my diet, that's where they come from. I had it's kind of an easy to digest, doesn't take up much space, but if I'm feeling a little bit hungry, then I'll have some of that. So for instance, I don't really want to eat a full meal before go running today, so I had some Greek yogurt this morning for breakfast, just to put something in. I don't know why, I probably didn't need to, but habit, still some habits. So use Greek yogurt. Simple, easy, quick to eat, doesn't make me feel bloated or anything like that. No bad reactions to it so far as I can tell. And then just meat, steak when I am feeling generous to myself. And then otherwise bacon, eggs, some sausages. Sausages, I suppose, again, probably another thing that is a bit dirty. We'll have probably have some carbs in it, depending what type you get. The worse you get, the more carbs. The cheaper you get, the more carbs. They might have some herbs and stuff in them as well. But I have to be practical. I've got a limited amount of money, so practically, it's generally minced. Most recently, I've discovered a mix pork and beef mince, which is even cheaper. Is the cheapest possible option. I was having beef mince, was a really cheap option, the cheapest option in our local supermarket Aldi, and then I discovered another version which seems to be fine. It's good. Yeah, eggs, mince, bacon, sausages, steak, lamb, yogurt. I had a bit of I found some homogenized milk recently in the supermarket, unhomogenized milk, and I don't know why I picked it up and tried it. Quite enjoyed it. A lot of fat content in it. Just as a one-off. Yeah, I don't think I have any issues with dairy. I've not noticed any terrible side effects from having it in my diet. Maybe, maybe it's not ideal. I'm sure I understand that some people have some bad reactions to dairy and can't handle it. Probably for me, maybe at some point I'll go strict again, cut dairy out. Maybe short term just to keep trying, but I'm just finding out I'm led by what I fancy at the time. Some things that just end up being not particularly palatable anymore. That I'm not enjoying, that I was enjoying and then stopped naturally. I had a coffee at home a little while ago. Probably quite a strong coffee considering I haven't had a coffee in a long time, and it was just a horrible... I used to love coffee, but not only did I not particularly enjoy the coffee, I had it with cream. Then I did, one of the reasons why I did it was because I think caffeine actually does have a strong effect for me when I'm exercising. And but yeah, it was a really horrible effect that I had a really nasty reaction. I say nasty, nothing terrible happened, but I just couldn't. I went out to do a workout run with some fast efforts, and everything felt really hard. It was quite hard to breathe. Not in any way that I was struggling to breathe, but working harder, you need to be able to breathe easier, and I was really struggling to breathe at harder efforts, and just getting slower and slower and slower every time I did a faster effort. So I just gave up on the workout before I got to the end. This is the first time that's happened. So yeah, so I'm not going to have coffee anymore, but I have been having caffeine. You might notice that I'm chewing. So that again is probably a bit of a non-essential on a carnivore diet. But like I said, I think this caffeine gum. And the very first time I took it, I had a bit of a funny stomach. But since then, I've had no issues. And I do find that it gives me a bit of a kick. I don't have it every day. I've got 2 workouts runs a week, so I have a couple of gums, which is about 200 milligrams of caffeine. It's not a huge amount, I don't think. And I have that before I do the workout. So what I'm doing now. Yeah, as I say, not ideal, but I feel like it is helping me with my running and workouts. So that's why I'm doing that. I was making videos in the summer. I didn't have it. I didn't find it difficult to find the time or do anything like that. Just this miserable weather, the darkness and everything. It's getting lighter now, which is better, and there's a lot more time in the day for me to actually make videos, but the weather is just horrible. So I thought I might go out and just maybe show you what's going on. Brighton seafront from the Brighton Marina, which is east of Brighton seafront. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. It's windy, it's rainy. Really It's been pretty much what it's been like for the last few months. It feels like that. I'm sure there's been days when there's no when there's been no rain. The other side is when there's no rain, and there's no clouds, it's freezing cold. Probably preferable over rainy, windy days like this, but still. It's not conducive to getting out and making videos and chatting and wandering around and enjoying life. So that's me making excuses for not making content. Next weekend is the Brighton Half Marathon, which is my first official race while, I guess, being coached. And potentially trying to get faster, although that doesn't seem to be going anywhere quick. In fact, I'm just like more and more becoming having to become more realistic about my times. Maybe naturally been just like thinking, what was my last time? What was I able to run last time I did a half marathon? What was I able to run last time I did a half marathon? And regardless of how long ago that was, it's a bit unrealistic. My half marathon PB is like 1:30, just under 1:31, which was maybe 10-11 years ago. So there's no way I can get near that this time round. In training my pace for a half marathon, probably going to be around 30-minute miles, around 150 for the half marathon, which, as I say, that would be probably my slowest half marathon to date. But then, not getting any younger, getting older, and trying to get faster as I'm older. Next Sunday is the Brighton Marathon, half marathon even, which will be along this seafront, most generally flat, but as I've just shown you, the weather could be absolutely awful, and if it is, that's going to obviously affect how fast I can run and my motivation to even try and run fast. But I'm just interested to see how, I haven't had a half marathon race, so it's interested to see what the difference is, if I can produce some magic on the day or something, or if I'm exactly where my train is predicting I will be. Strava's prediction is 1:51. I really hope I'm not. I'm faster than that, but hey, we'll see. Today is 15 times 1 minute with 1 minute rest at 5k effort, with a 20-minute warm-up and 20-minute cool-down, which is just a total of about an hour and 10 minutes. So, a lot shorter. I guess it's a taper week, but the only difference really is going to be the this Sunday run, which is going to be half an hour to 50 minutes shorter than my usual Sunday runs. And then next week is all easy. 3 45-minute runs. Easy. One with some strides. And then a 35-minute run on Saturday, the day before. Easy. And that's kind of my taper. So it kind of feels like the taper is from today through to Saturday, and then it's the race. So anyway, now I am gonna go out and go for a run in this horrible weather, get my workout done, 70 minutes, and then I'll probably do another quick video after I've finished. So see you in a minute. I'll get rid of this gum too. Okay, so I'm back. Just finished 70 minutes. Fairly hard. Going out was against the wind, and then which felt a lot harder, obviously, than coming back with the wind. But all done. No problem. Not particularly fast. Varying from like 7:15 minute miles to 7:45 or something like that, I think, depending on with wind or not, or assisted or whatever. Anyway, not really about the pace, more about the effort. At least that's how I view it, what I aim for anyway. Yeah, so all done. Now it's an easy week, and then race day. I will try and get some kind of after race video, just about how it went, and let you know what time I got. It might be just a short one, but yeah, hopefully get that done as well. That'll be next week. I'm not sure when, once I've put this together and got this one out. So, thanks for coming back. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. And yeah, see you all soon. I hope you have a good week. Ciao for now. Bye.